So most folks want to know what happens behind the scenes when we do our live events. And we do these almost every month. We do it 2 nights per month, and it's a lot of times completely random of what day. It's not like we say on the 3rd week of every month we do it this way. By the way, these are unhealthy. And babe, if you're watching, this is my last one, I promise. Until tomorrow morning. But anyways, in all seriousness, what's going on? So it's a 2-night event. 2 hours each night, all right? And it starts out pretty hot and heavy. You know, obviously it's an introduction of who myself and Cody is. What is the makeup of Replace Your University and Replace Your Mortgage? The majority of us are made up of former licensed or currently licensed mortgage professionals. No, this isn't some kind of pitch like, hey, we're gonna, on the front end, talk about how bad mortgages are, and on the back end, we're going to offer you a mortgage. No, it's not a mortgage at all. It's a simple interest line of credit. You should know that by now on all of our videos. But nonetheless, there's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. But we start off by explaining who we are and why you should even listen to us. Good example. I don't know that I've ever done this on video, but my NMLS number is 168206. So you can go see who I've been affiliated with all the way from high school up until now. We have to maintain our license, we have to keep it up to date, our affiliations. Where did we work? It's essentially our resume. So anyways, we give credibility, what we've done in the past, and why you should even listen to us. And then we move into the mortgage trap. And we talk about my 17-year experience in mortgage history. Matt started just a couple years after I did, Derek as well. Edmund in real estate. So anyways, we go through the mortgage trap. What are the problems with it? What are the inefficiencies of it? First and foremost, what is the history of it? You maybe this is the only video you've watched up to this point, but if you've seen any of my other videos, I talk about the origin story of mortgage. Obviously, it's Old French for death pledge. But what did the mortgage look like prior to 1913? What does it look like now? How are they different? Who benefits from that difference? Is it the consumer that benefits because it changed in the 1930s versus what it is today? No, it's spoiler alert, it's not the consumer. But anyways, we get into that and we show you the math. We go through the disclosures that the lenders are actually telling you in black and white. Here's kind of where you're getting robbed over here. We're telling you our get out of jail free card, our CYA document. Cover your own assets, right? This is the document that basically tells you this is how much you're actually really paying. And we just highlight that closers don't typically do at the closing table when you close on your mortgage. A lot of loan officers don't even go through it because it's painful and awkward. It's like, yeah, I know you wanted this payment and you wanted this interest rate, but I also need to show you this document here that you're not paying 4% in interest, you're actually paying 70% in interest. Did you know that? Now you do. You're not paying for a $500,000 house. You're actually paying for an $850,000 house. That's actually what the purchase price is. I know that's what the front loan amount is going to be in order to acquire the property, but long term, this is how much it's actually going to cost. We go through all those pain points, and it is uncomfortable, but we have to start somewhere. And here's the other thing, because we have thousands of people on these events. Some people come in as financial planners. Actually, ironically, on this last one, we had a lot of mortgage lenders. And oddly, it was a lot of mortgage lenders from one company. They weren't all from one company, but there was a big number from one company. And it ironically happens to be a company that just entered our industry where they're pitching first lien position home equity lines of credit. So anyways, they're snooping around the chicken coop. They're trying to figure out some marketing techniques, how to generate more leads, get more clients. I don't know. I'd assume that's what it is. But we get people from all walks of life. And I'll be honest with you, if you come in as a former mortgage loan officer or a financial planner, to a certain degree, it's not like they're experts at the mortgage game either. But it starts off pretty elementary for those folks. But if you're an electrician, and I shouldn't pick on electricians, I've met a lot of smart electricians, but anyways, carpenter, whatever, and you haven't dabbled in finances and you don't really speak this language, we start very simply. So we meet people where they are, and throughout the night, we ramp it up as far as advanced. Night 1, problem. Night 2, solution. So now we enter into the solution. What is the solution? We're moving away from installment loans. like a mortgage, and we're moving towards simple interest line of credit debt tools, like a home equity line of credit, like a personal line of credit, like a business line of credit, et cetera. And we are showing the math. Like we'll even go through what we call the proof in the pudding. Why would you take a 0% car loan and consolidate it into, let's say, a 6% home equity line of credit? On the surface, you would say what 99% of people say. I'm not giving up a 0% and trading it in for a 6%. That's stupid. But have you ever actually done the math? Because that's actually what we do. And we walk people through the math. And it actually speeds up paying off all of your debt, not just the car. So anyway, it's all about cash flow positivity. So we do that in night 2. And also in night 2, we give each individual the ability to put in their own finances anonymously. So here's my income, here's my expenses. By the way, on night 1, we give them homework to kind of prepare for that. Like, here's a worksheet, answer these questions, dig through your bank statements and your financials and get the answers to these questions. Don't send them to us, it's just for your own purposes. And in that way, in night 2, when we're throwing things into the calculator, you're putting in realistic numbers. This is how much our net monthly cash flow is. This is how much our expenses are. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of value there. We haven't sat down in a long time, if ever, and actually looked through 3 to 6 months worth of bank statements. Didn't realize we spend $1,500 a month eating out. Now you do. Okay, so there's value there as far as budgeting, but now we're plugging in the expenses. How much is the homeowner's insurance? What is the property taxes? What is the mortgage rate? How many years do you have left on it? How much more interest do you have left to pay on it? So everybody gets real world examples and results on night 2 of here's the difference. Option A, keep the mortgage, pay an additional couple $100,000. The numbers vary. And we do it because it's live. It's not pre-recorded. Every single one of these are live. And we always get the question, is this recorded? And I will pop on, I was like, Mike Laughlin in Virginia City said, is this recorded? I just said your name 30 seconds after you made it. I'm proving that it's live. I don't know why that people think it's, but no, it is live. I wish it was recorded because I wouldn't have to do this every single month, but we do it live. So anyways, where was I going with that, Sean? You've attended a bunch of these. What else do we do? So the results, we hear from them on their result. Oh, I know where I was going. We ask people, what is your total interest percentage? On night 1, if we ask them, what is your rate of interest? They would say 3.875. On night 2, when we say, what is your rate of interest? They say 79, 88, 105. They give the real, they now know. There's a lot of value in actually knowing what the problem is. That way you can actually have a target to aim for and actually solve for it, right? Most people don't even know what the heck they're shooting at because they don't know what the problem is. And the problem is the mortgage. So we're getting that real world feedback of, I'm going from 110 total interest percentage to a 13 or whatever the numbers are. Everybody's situation is unique. And then we also get some people, actually quite a bit, I would say 25 to 30% that are not qualified. It says, hey, the calculator said it's not a good time for me. And then they'll ask questions. What is it? 99% of the time it's cash flow positivity. That they might make more money than they spend on a monthly basis, but let's say they make $5,000 a month, but they spend $4,800. Okay, yeah, you do make more than you spend by $200 a month, but you also have $600,000 mortgage. It's not going to make a dent in it. You need to stick with your mortgage or restructure your mortgage. You should go back to your mortgage loan officer. That's the other thing for you mortgage lender haters out there. We probably, if you wanted to build a relationship, we would be the perfect lead gen for you because we turn away so many people just because they got a credit card out or cash or whatever their payment method is. And they're like, I'm excited, I want to do this. More than half we turn away because it doesn't make sense for them. They should stick with their mortgage. Who should be helping them out with their mortgage? The person that gave it to them in the first place, right? So we could send them back to you. So we do that, but we don't just send them back to them and tell them that, hey, you're not a good fit at this time. It's like, let's talk about why it's not a good fit. Is it the cash flow positivity? Maybe it's the credit score. What's weighing down the credit score? So it's a $7 event. And 100% of that $7 goes straight to charity. And so far, I'm still proud to announce the only expense that charity has is about a $3,000 a year insurance policy. I'm still funding all of my expenses and the board of directors. If we travel, tomorrow, we're having an all-day meeting down in Timms Ford Lake. It doesn't cost the charity a single penny. That's all on our dime, nor do we get a salary for it. So you're actually, by attending these events and paying $7, 100% of that is going direct to the people that need it the most. So right to the bottom line. Big reason for it is we're in our infancy stage. We're less than 2 years old as a charity. So we don't have a lot of expenses. We only have volunteers at this point. But what a great time to actually have impact in the world. So not only are you paying $7, extremely low, it's the cost of a Starbucks coffee, but you're getting probably $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 worth of value. But all of that is going to charity to impact the world. So it is a win-win-win scenario. So if you've ever been curious and not just pessimistic, you ever been optimistic and you want to know what reality is, if you ever question what is the so-called truth, if you've ever questioned the advice that you were given because you were told to do X, Y, and Z, but you still feel trapped, you still feel stuck, listen to that discernment. That could be the Holy Spirit speaking to you and be like, you know what? I need to start questioning that. I shouldn't just take it as gospel truth when my loan officer tells me to do this or my financial planner tells me to do this, because I'm not seeing the results based on the fruit is not being born out of the tree that they planted. Maybe it's a rotten tree. It's a terrible example. I don't know where I came up with that analogy, but you get where I'm going with this. So question it. If you're curious, then just come join an event. It's me and Cody put in 4 to 6 hours worth of information, knowledge, and education for $0 to us. Because again, that $7 entry fee goes straight to the charity. Cody and I don't get that. So we're doing all of this just to educate you so that the hope is in the future, you're more educated and more prepared to come back to us and potentially be a client. That would be a win for us. Obviously, we're a for-profit business. We want to get paid. We want you to be a part of the community, but we got to lead with value first. And so we're big proponents, impact over income. So we lead with impact. We spend 4 to 6 hours of information and impact, and hopefully that will be rewarded back to us in the future. So that kind of gives you an idea of the 2-night event that is Replace Your Mortgage Live, everything that we do. So you don't have to be curious anymore. Now you know exactly what goes on. You should be curious of what that looks like for you and your family. So if you're interested in that, actually click the link below and you can get registered for our next upcoming event. Y'all take care. God bless.